Secure railway operations are vital to UK society. With over 1 billion passenger journeys on our railways every year, the potential for mass casualties and disruption makes the network an attractive target for terrorists. Although terror attacks in the UK are rare, tragic events across the world demonstrate an increasingly significant threat that is continually evolving and more unpredictable in nature to anything previously faced. To secure our railways, we must continue to build on our security culture of vigilance and awareness in order to reduce the potential for terrorists to exploit the network.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text police 61016. We'll sort it. See you.
I thought you'd appreciate a lift home, birthday boy.
Just give me 2 secs, I'll be right back. Just stay there, don't go anywhere.
Hurry up, I've got big plans for you.
We must question our assumptions of what is secure and be prepared for what we don't expect. We must overcome complacency. However unlikely an attack may seem, the next one could be on your watch.
We are sorry to announce that the London Mainline train are not all customers make their way to platform.
Armed police officers managed to secure the area after a brief exchange of gunfire around 2 o'clock this afternoon. And while the number of civilian casualties remains unconfirmed, police have stated that 2 gunmen were shot dead at the scene. Pending a police investigation, speculation exists that this incident...
The first one's ready for us, Sarge.
...of a larger terrorist attack elsewhere on the network.
My shift starts at 6 a.m, so I would have been in at about 10 to.
Anything out of the ordinary?
Well, there was the man with the van, but that's not unusual. We're always having people park illegally out front.
Excuse me, sir. You can't park your van here. You'll have to use the car park. Excuse me?
You were off duty at this point, but you still confronted this man.
Wouldn't you have? My responsibilities don't just start when I clock in. We all have to keep an eye out all the time.
But you didn't report it to us.
It wasn't unusual. I frequently approach people at the station. But I did request the CCTV footage for this morning and for last week. I had a feeling I'd seen him before and I wanted to be sure.
So you'd say security at the station's well covered?
Absolutely. We have a very comprehensive SSP. So, now the building works have come down, I've updated the security plan to remind you of that part of the platform. And I know I don't need to say it, but it's more than just the places on the list.
It's all the nooks and crannies, too.
Is that why you're always looking inside the vending machine, man? In case there's a bombing of all those Mars bars, eh?
As I was saying, it's back to normal now, so that's going to add time to your checks. You need to focus, not to get distracted.
You were worried they'd miss something.
No. My team has an excellent track record.
But you still felt the need to point it out.
My job is to set an example, to start the conversation. Otherwise, the why we do it starts to lose significance.
You mentioned CCTV footage. Was it significant?
You'll have to ask the operator. I never got to see it.
I'm having trouble understanding what happened. You do or you do not have the CCTV footage your supervisor requested?
Of the van? What do you mean later on? Oh, we had last week's, but it got corrupted. That happens from time to time. But we did have it though, I saw it.
Can you tell us what you saw?
Not much really. The supervisor was right. It had been there before that week, twice. It parked up for about an hour, came back about 4:30, 5. Nothing particularly interesting. You wouldn't believe what we see. Muggings, suicides.
But it got corrupted?
Well, yeah, my colleague, George, when he copied it, the disc crashed. Now, we've all been a bit wobbly recently, so I'm not saying it's his fault. As I said, these things happen.
Wobbly?
Well, just stresses in the office, you know. People show it in different ways.
Can you explain?
I don't mean... Is it really important?
You were saying he was going through a wobbly patch.
Lately, he's been hard to talk to the point where I'd avoid asking him to do things. Like a few days ago, I was looking for the system backup. It's all our settings and that. I wasn't checking up on him. Have one for me, mate. He's always been a bit out there, but we used to have a laugh. It did seem a bit odd. He's never struck me as the outdoors type. You're not suggesting this had anything to do with...
At this stage, we'll take any leads we can get. Now, you mentioned there was more CCTV footage.
Yes. One of the platform guys, they wanted eyes on. But that was much later.
So you had a quick look around and everything was normal?
Beg your pardon? Quick look around? No. My security checks are very thorough. Each one's as important as the next. But the first one sets the tone. I like to make a performance of it. Show anyone who's watching I'm doing my job.
You didn't see anything out of the ordinary?
No, not at that time. About 10, the anoraks turned up.
Anoraks?
Train spotters. We have our regulars. More regular than the trains, as it happens. Talk about unusual behaviour. Pretty odd if you ask me. But they're harmless, and we know it. Have a bit of banter with them. Actually, it's good to have a spare pair of eyes around the station.
Seems to me I'm wasting my time waiting for another late train while you're stood here looking for spare change. What's going on?
Excuse me, madam. My colleague's just doing a security check. If there's anything I can help you with in the meantime.
I was handling that, bruv.
Hey, don't be afraid to assert yourself, kid, eh? Your security checks are as important as looking after the customers.
Well, let me get on my security check before I forget where I was.
No, just saying. See you later.
You said in your statement that you identified the first suspect at around 10:30 a.m. on platform 1. What led you to that conclusion?
You get a feeling for what's usual and what's unusual. And I'll say it straight off the bat. He was more than unusual.
Can you be more specific?
What? Right? What are they doing? How are they behaving? Are they alone or are they acting with others? And then there's threat. What type of threat do they pose? There are a lot of people who act unusually at the station. This guy, it was my instinct, really. A gut feeling. It wasn't just that he was acting strange. 4 trains had come and gone and he hadn't got on. So I thought, I'll ask him if he's all right, if he needed any help. I mean, often they're just lost. It's good customer service to ask. I could see he was wearing a long coat. And then when he saw me coming, he, took something inside it. And that did worry me, that he was trying to hide something. Jazz, did you see that fella in the long coat?
Yeah, he just got on the train.
On the train?
And you were unaware at this point that something had been left on the platform?
No. We called the train, let them know what we'd seen, and then we called the CCTV up at the control centre, see if he could get a closer look at what this guy had hidden.
The weapon?
Well, yeah, that's what he thought. I mean, you tell me.
Well, the RPI got a call from your supervisor at 10:40 a.m., which alerted her to the suspect.
Hello? Yeah. Yeah, I'm there now. I'll have a look. Yep, okay. Thanks for letting me know. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could see your tickets, please. Thank you. Tickets, please. Thank you. Ticket, please. Thank you. Morning, sir. Can I check your ticket, please? Thank you.
The RPI contacted BTP and their decision was to meet the train at the next stop.
So, no drama then?
How long after you called the suspect in did you discover the package?
A few minutes. I thought we should check the nearby area straight away. Make sure this guy hadn't left anything.
Jack, I think I got something.
And you assessed it to be suspicious?
We took it through the hot checklist. Hidden, tick. Obviously suspicious, tick. Hey, don't touch it. Typical, no. We found it just behind where the guy had been standing, not somewhere where we usually get lost property. Combine that with the fact that we could see wires and batteries.
So, a possible knife or MTFA about to happen on the train and a potential explosive device on the platform, both on your watch.
MTF what?
Marauding terrorist firearms attack.
Well, you tell me. 1 minute I'm checking tickets, the next minute it looks like World War III. It just happens so fast.
Oh, I'm sorry, ladies. This platform is closed. If you use platform 1, please.
Sorry, sir. This platform is closed.
I think it's maybe my fault.
It's for your own safety, sir.
No. I think my son might have left his science project down there.
What's it look like?
It's like in a lunchbox. It's some electronics. It's in a green bag.
No one ever tell you it's bad luck to open one of those indoors?
Don't believe in luck, Mr. Gallagher. Just the facts.
They stopped the train at the next stop. The suspect was holding this. Turns out he was on his way to some sort of martial arts convention. Not the cleverest thing to take on the train, hence him trying to hide it in his coat, I'm guessing.
Well, he was hiding something. Do you think I overreacted?
No, just thought you might be interested to see that not everything is what it seems. By the way, George is in the clear. Turns out he's recently bereaved. Your supervisor vouched for him. It seems you weren't the only one who noticed a change in him.
No surprises there. I can't see George being radicalised.
Just because you don't recognise the threat, Mr. Gallagher, doesn't mean there isn't one. So, 2 strikes in 1 day, both false alarms. It'd be fair enough if you dropped your guard a bit after that.
It doesn't work like that. There's no quota for near misses. Vigilance is constant awareness.
But the rest of the day was uneventful. What would you say was the next significant moment for you?
Well, the next time I saw Jazz was much later, near the end of his shift. He was leaving early to celebrate his birthday.
Oh, very funny. Ha ha.
Come on, 2 in 1 day though, bro.
Then check my bag.
Yeah.
Can you stop? Jazz, don't you think Jack is right to speak up?
It's a bit awkward, isn't it, pointing the finger all the time? I mean, come on, it's not like something's actually gonna happen up here.
And you know that for a fact, do you? Or are you just thinking it hasn't happened before, so it won't happen, full stop? Tomorrow, I want to see you making a proper effort to engage with people. I want to see you talking to customers and shop tenants, and I want no more assumptions.
I suppose in a way we were lucky. If it hadn't have been for Jazz, it would have been a lot worse. But you can see what she means, can't you?
Yeah.
What would you do if you found a suspicious object on your way home?
Depends how close it was to my house.
Well, I think that's part of the point that she's making. All this, trains, station, it's all your house. What is it with this lot today? They're everywhere.
Do you know?
They're just anoraks. There you go. Looks like you've got a chaperone. Happy birthday, kiddo.
Next thing I remember is seeing him going up the opposite platform. I know he... but I didn't see what happened.
As far as we know, Mr. Jeevarathan made contact with the station controller at 12:44. The station controller escalated this to BTP.
Afternoon, gents. Spot anything good today? How about that 4472 that came through at lunchtime? Pretty rare these days, huh?
No, I didn't see it, boss.
Where are you guys from? I haven't seen you around here before.
Up north. Visiting cousins down in London. We're late.
No problem. Take it easy, yeah? Hi, Steve. Sorry, guys. This train's been taken out of service. The next one's over on platform 1. Guys, the next train's over on platform 1.
Hi, Steve. It's Jazzy. I'm on platform 3. There's these 2 guys on the train. I think they've got guns.
Jazz, did you say guns? Jazz, you being serious?
Yeah, I'm being serious, man. Tell the driver to stop the train now, mate. Call the cops.
What is he doing?
Make their way to platform 1.
just never think it's going to happen to you.
Thank you, Mr. Tate. That's all for now.